Autumn has arrived and it's time to get the garden cleaned up and ready for the cool season. We're just going to do a last harvest and then we're going to pull out a bunch of these plants. We had a really wet summer and I feel like although the tomato plants have a lot of fruit on them, a lot of it hasn't ripened up very much, and so we didn't get as many tomatoes as we hoped, but we probably have gotten over 10 kgs to date. I'm hoping that we'll still have some tomatoes ripen up on our other plants, but yeah, we definitely didn't get nearly as much as we could have had we had a warmer summer. Anything that has slight colour on, I'm gonna take anyway and hope that it ripens up. I thought I'd try putting my capsicum plants into pots and then putting them in the glass house over winter. I'm not too sure how they're gonna fare, but we'll just give it a go. These ones in the glass house are not quite finished producing, so we're going to leave them in here until after the first frost. We don't usually grow too much in this glass house except for our tomatoes in the summertime, just because in previous years it's been a pretty shady spot, but since the tree coming down it's getting a lot more sun, so we'll see how these things go in there. Once all of the tomatoes come out of the glass house, I'm going to pop all these flower pots in there as well. Overall, the zucchinis did really well. We have a bunch stored up in the freezer that will probably last us right through to next season. But I will say that I tried growing them vertically this year and I didn't love it. I liked the idea of growing them this way and having more space on the ground to plant other things around them. It stunted their growth and slowed their production, which I think came down to how I tied them up on only one pole. And I also just found it hard to keep up with tying them up. They were forever drooping over and one even snapped with the weight. But I do think I might try again and have better success with a grow cage or doing multiple posts per plant. Oh, wait, I found something. Check this out. Look at this monster. It was hiding in the garden. That is a big zucchini. We stopped for lunch and then it was time to get stuck into some weeding. If you've watched some of our other videos, you might know that I hate weeding, so I roped in some help from my mum, who's the queen of weeding. And soon enough, we were done. Look what I found. An egg. I'm just gonna take one of these basil plants and actually bring it into the house and see how long we can keep it alive for in there. because these guys are really doing very well. And I think the rest of them, we'll see how they go in, leaving them in the ground, because this is actually where our tunnel house goes. So we'll just put the roof back on and they might be okay because it doesn't get a frost in here. I'm also just going to pick some of these leaves to encourage the basil to keep growing. And I think these couple of smaller basil plants I'm just going to pull out and just take the leaves off. Haven't really filmed much of the process of pulling out these agapanthus to make this new garden bed, just because we've been getting stuck in and getting it done. But all the soil behind me here that Mum finished turning this morning is from under the weed mats of the agapantha plants, and there is absolutely no sign of life here. So what we're going to do, because soil health is so crucial when it comes to successful growing plants, is we are going to get some compost and mix it all into the soil. And I'm going to show you how we make our compost. So here is our new compost system. So this is a 21-day method, and how it works is we get a bunch of browns and greens, which are things like chicken poo, our dead leaves, grass clippings, food scraps, coffee grinds and wood ash, and we layer it all in the compost pile, wet it with a hose and put a tarp over it, and every 2 days we come and turn it. And in 21 days it will be beautiful compost ready for our garden bed. So I'm going to go ahead now and turn this pile. It can reach up to about 80 degrees in the first 2 days, and then it might slowly decrease in temperature. So basically I just pull it out and turn it, and then I pop it back in place. I know a lot of people do a bay method, but this is just how I'm doing it in the given space. And I've got 2 piles going. You can see a lot of the stuff has broken down heaps already, just after a week and a half. Okay, so that pile is all turned now, and I'm just going to put the cover back on. Lena, what have you got? Petey. Yeah, so this is our new rooster. He's only 8 weeks old. Petey is our new rooster for our Orpington chickens. Our other rooster started becoming aggressive with the children, so he became dinner. So these strawberry plants we're just going to leave as they are. And then these ones in the bathtub we are going to separate out, take all the weeds out, put new composted soil in and put the strawberries back in. Over the winter, we just leave our strawberries out here. Even with the frosts, they fare fine, so we just leave them to it. Oh, Eva, do you want those? Alrighty, now I just want to pull these potatoes. We planted these really late after our initial planting, so I don't know if we're going to get anything, but we'll just pull them and see. I was pretty happy with how many we got from this one, so we're going to pull all these ones as well. Well, that's not too bad, a little extra harvest. I'm just laying them out on a towel out in the sun to dry and cure for a couple of days, and then we'll store them in a box here in the garage where it's nice and cool and dark. I think we are finally done. It was a hard, long day, but we got through it. It's not the funnest jobs in the world, but it needs to be done and it's a fresh start. So thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.